we can just see what happens with the
Order
presser and then
submitted.
just move
Order
on.
filled. Order submitted.
Move on with our lives. All right. Move on with our lives.
Order submitted.
Shut up in
Order
your
filled.
face. All right, 88. All right, let's get a 2 lot on here too.
Order
And
filled.
then we'll be 3 lot across the board
Order submitted.
when we get down there. Some selling coming in now.
Order filled. Order
All right,
filled.
got filled on the Dow, law on my live. There we go, a little delayed reaction. ZT takes a pop. Love that. 3 lot going on over here. All right, all right, all right. So here's my long on the Dow live. There we go. What reaction's going on there? Who knows? Who knows? What did we get filled on? It's like a delayed reaction on these things. Oh, there we go. Oops. Failed to reject. What is going on over here? Hold on. It's putting me in the delay between... all right, good. So, oh, we are live there. All right, let's close this. Sorry. That should make the sound again. There we go. Ding dong. All right, because I want to buy another Dow. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear that sound? I was trying to get this "don't put spat in my cham" thing going on here. All right, double bottoms, double bottoms, double bottoms. Uh-oh, let's buy another one here. Ooh, staying out of the NASDAQ. Shorts, you're getting paid. Getting paid. All right, positions over here. I guess I had some resting orders. Oh, that's just a 2 lot. All right, so we got the same thing here. Now we got to put on our hopium hat, see if we get a little rebound. If not, gonna have to cut it. We have a lot of risk budget in these accounts, but never like to lose money in any of the prop accounts. No trades in any of our other stuff. Who got it wrong? Who got it right? The randomness of trading. We were up here. We were up here before. Came down here. I fried a little toads. See if we can get back inside the zone. Back inside the zone. The challenge with Tasty on TradingView, which is there's a lot of challenges, is that it doesn't on the Dow Jones, and I've told them a million times, it does not. It doesn't mark. There's no P&L. I mean, I just don't get it. There is for other ones. But see this? It says I have a 2 lot on here, and the P&L is 0. Makes it super fun. All right, we need a graceful exit opportunity if we can get back inside the zone. How about some wishful thinking up here at VWAP? Wishful thinking. Oh, you got a little. Oh, there was finally a little headline. President Trump not gonna pull back the tariffs. Not gonna do it. We're meeting in Switzerland. Maybe. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. All right. This is a graceful exit here.
Order submitted.
It's the first meaningful move in my favor. There's a major adverse excursion there, so I'm going to use any opportunity I can. So basically, I don't know how you want to do it. Last in, first out, doesn't really matter. But obviously, this is a loss. This is a loss. So from that add there, we'll go right there. And then now what I do is I do buy
Order submitted.
new lows plus a few things. You can make this up. Don't worry about it. Can also look at, this would be better, is over here. One there and then one way down here. You got to have the
Order
risk budget
submitted.
to handle it all the way down to there. It's your first time watching this. This is the beauty of micros, of properly sizing. Even if you're completely wrong on direction, should be able to handle the trade. Not looking to get rich here. They're clearly pushing down on this candle, and we got another 18 minutes of it. It could reverse at any time. Tiny bubbles. Do-do-do. All right, let's move this over here. I'm trying to talk right in the mic without breathing too hard. On YouTube, the Darth Vader action gets a little annoying. All right, time to bring up one of the IB accounts. All right, we're going to do that so that we have, and they're downloading. I have a lot of accounts over here. We're going to log into one of the tracking accounts. Do-do-do. Ba-da-ba. Come on, Dow. Let's do it. All right, good. You don't hear any breathing right now. Try not to think too much about anything. You're not in the high CPU usage. You might experience performance issues. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe we can hold it all together. Maybe we can hold it all together. I'm going to have to get to 124 gigs of RAM to do all this all at the same time. All right. Let's see here. Let's connect here. All right. Are we allowed to trade, take profit and my funded futures and trade day accounts or whatever? Is that enough time? Just have to wait for a minute, right? Wait for a minute. Ironically, there was no volatility after a minute. All right. My funded futures, 2 minutes. It's definitely been more than that. They don't count it from the press conference, right? When does it start from? When does it start from? All right, let me see if I can move this across the screen. Wow, I could. That was good. Got lucky there. Got lucky there. All right. So this 900 that you made up, you can just look left and pick a better number, which would be kind of the, I'm just going to crop, well, there was no wick there, but I'm just going to move it right to there. The highest probability is a bounce off of 770s there, a retest of the prior session lows. Remember, the whole pop that we're dealing with right now, we're just filling in another headline. It was, I mean, there's going to be headlines galore. All right, quick around the horn. Everything went lower, including the S&P through the prior session low. So, I mean, there's a reason I was picking on the Dow, which is that it's seemed to be a little stronger than the rest of the market. So we're through prior session low there on the Dow. The NASDAQ as well. So someone predicted correct, going lower. Russell is not quite down there. And then gold finally woke up and decided to pop up to share level. We call share, do you believe in triple tops or triple bottoms or anything? And Bitcoin coming down to potentially T-line right here. Remember, T-line is the only trend line, moving average that I use. It's just a 233 EMA. I like it on a higher time frame, like 30 minutes or more. Checking in with all the stocks. It's as expected, kind of mixed. Apple's down about $2.50. Going to be hard for the NASDAQ to do much with Apple down and Microsoft down and Nvidia down, only slightly though. So we'll see what happens there. Go Dow. B, less sucky. B, less sucky. And it doesn't seem. Nvidia is definitely lagging the fun. It's a fun lagger. It's definitely a fun lagger. Bum ba da ba. All right, so I'm going to gracefully exit one of these Dows right here. Watch how long it takes. Ready? 1 tap. Hit the button. 1 1. Oh, that was pretty fast. All right, never mind. That was pretty good there. And then now I'm going to buy basically this same level down here, 900s here, but over here I'm waiting for 888s. Yeah, this news flow is about as silly and stupid. I remember there was a time where there was some sort of Greek sovereign debt crisis, the worry that the whole Eurozone was going to fall apart. And you had to worry about tape bombs around that as if the Greek economy had anything to do with our U.S. markets. I remember some of the budget issues when Boehner would come out and cry and markets whip all over the place. But I mean, think about, I don't know if this move is based on that headline of Trump saying, I'm not doing anything with the tariffs, so you do that. But then the day before, we're talking to China and you get this, right? So I mean, what are you supposed to do? What you're supposed to do is keep your position small and keep it all under control. And then I had no positions on in these Bullinox accounts before we started today, and now they're red. But let's see, maybe we can get them back to green. Hope's not a strategy, but who knows? Really, I should be resting. I'll take this down to here. We should be able to get to the minus ones with that. I think everything probably bounced, right? Yeah, nice bounce there. Nice bounce there. Got outside the bands and bounced like a mofo. So any longs kind of worked out here. Go, baby. All right, I'm going to put an order right here. This is informed by an indicator that I don't have on this chart here. Yeah, I don't want this to get away
Order
from me.
failed.
So.
Order submitted.
Whoops.
Order canceled.
Sometimes
Order
if it gets
submitted.
up close enough to the line, you just take it. Take it before the line. One more time. All right, let's move this. We determined yesterday during my trade room that no one cares about having this stuff on the screen. I get flack either way. People go, well, you make money. All you ever do is sit on your hands in the afternoon streams. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up your face. Chat pros are way worse on live poker streams. All these broke motherfuckers just sitting there in their basement. I'd kill these guys. I'd never play the hand like that. You moron. Put up your 50 grand. Get on the felt.
Order filled. Order submitted.
How about boring you to death by just trading the Dow, huh? Just like it's done in Prop Done Right. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should put Prop Done Right on this screen too. The Prop Done Right ebook. Prop Done Right. That's that IB account in the bottom left of the corner of you too could make $36. $36 on a $7,900 account. Is that good? All right. Do you have an ebook? Hey, do you happen to have an ebook? I love my new video editors, man. They put it in there. I do a shout out and call out to it about 9 million times. My ebook has links to the free video course, has links to the free trial. Come on, baby. Come on. Pull it into price or wait? Pull it into price? How about we put it right here at this swing? Come on, baby. Remember, when you're long, it never hits target. When you're short, it never hits -2s, right? If I was short, it would never go back down. But since I'm long, it might not hit target. Isn't that how it works? See? You big tease. All right, 5 more minutes. You guys got any questions on YouTube? Let me see over here on YouTube. All right, somebody read the ebook. Thank you very much. You watched it. Okay. Roddy. Oh, I don't know if I respond to Roddy. Roddy Piper. I like a lot of vehicles, but I'm still waiting for. I'm just waiting for full, absolute, on-demand self-driving, where you don't even have to own the car. So, spend time in LA now, especially in the West LA area. The Waymos are just amazing, man. If I could get a Waymo full time, I think you probably could. There's probably services for that. I'd really never drive again. The question was whether I liked SUVs or cars. I don't know if I really care. I've owned a little bit of everything. My favorite SUV, if you will, was the Defender. And I had an OG Defender. Not these new bullshit makeover ones. God dang, did Land Rover lose its way. Come on, let's go. Boom! Who hit that target with me there? Who hit it? Did you guys hit it? I want to point something else out. If you do this like this at any prop firm, including Apex, with micros, with a defendable strategy, and trust me, this is defendable, you enter here, that's fine. This is another level there. See here? I just want to highlight these orders, right? And then there's no double down donking in here. 3 lot is the most that I do on my live streams here, just to keep it very approachable. Obviously, if you just kept adding, you would have come out of this well on anything, but that's -1. Oops, that's -1. What I want to do is copy and paste this. And here's -2s. As soon as I got a move in my favor, I gracefully exit. I traded over here live a little bit different. I got a 1 lot left and looking for a target of 41 150s-ish, which is informed by this visible range profile that you can get absolutely for free on TradingView. So I think you might have to have a paid membership. Who knows? I mean, a paid plan. All right, next stop is VWAP, and all you S&P traders, you got healthy, and you NASI traders, you got healthy. If you traded the full NASDAQ and you got caught to the downside on that, I am going to run here. Watch this. I'm going to cancel this.
Order canceled.
And go ahead and hit OCO and put a sell stop.
Order submitted.
And a sell limit.
Order submitted.
And now what I have is basically an ATM. It doesn't trail. I wish I could add some trailing logic to it. You could if you had an ATM, but I've already placed that order with no ATM. So now there's a trailing stop right there. And if that gets hit, it will cancel the order at VWAP. And then all we got is I'm going to move my short to way up here because Powell could start talking and who knows, market could rally strong. We're not in the prediction business. Meanwhile, I'm over here doctoring up this screen. It's taking me a while, so let me keep at it. I got to keep doctoring this. Oh, and I have to also not show the other accounts that are losing money. So, what is it? Oh, this is the whole screen. Sorry. That's the whole screen. I'm sorry. It's the whole screen. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to.
Order filled.
All right, we're out. We're out. Down 21 bucks in those accounts. Well, down 21 in that. Managed to get the other one slightly green. But we'll stay at it. God darn it, I keep grabbing the wrong thing. All right, we still got one right here. Let's root for it. You make money with mean reversion? Here's a key. Making money is not the hard part. The hard part is not losing big. So just control risk. I don't care what strategy you trade. Put all the bubbles on your chart. Buy all that bullshit from Jigsaw. Whatever you want to use. Doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. Frustrate yourself by risking 20 ticks to make 40 ticks. I don't care. Do that too. That's pretty frustrating. Just manage your risk and don't lose big. You can stay in the game till you somewhat figure this out. And then as long as this carnival game exists with these prop programs where they're going to give you 3 or 5, or in the case of some of them 20 right now, that might change. Figure it out. Copy a couple micros across 10 accounts, and then all of a sudden now you have a mini on, right? But you have a mini on in a responsible manner. All right. Now I still have this in these other accounts, so I'm just going to come in here and close it.
Order filled.
We were just watching that one account there, and I didn't have the copier really on.
Order filled.
And then in this account here,
Order submitted. Order filled.
and here, I'm just going to wait for VWAP so you can see if it actually hits
Order
VWAP.
submitted.
That's the other great thing about eventually figuring out multiple accounts and some copying and stuff is you can kind of do sliding doors. Now, sliding doors does not mean slide the 2 doors against each other or trade in 2 different directions or act like a moron. But let's say you scale in and enter the same position in the Dow in 5 different accounts. You can do a few where you say, okay, on these I'm going to trail stops and be very conservative or whatever. And if you happen to get a winner, look, we just hit target on that one, right?